You. Step 3, you grow hard about what you want to be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yeah. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. You always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
And good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Hairyman Hijinks in the morning. I hope everybody's having a good morning this way. I am not awake. I'm trying to wake up. Seriously. I know a couple of you saw my little misprint this morning. I set the show for Sunday morning, not today. But no worries. Figured it out. I got it fixed before the show. But thank you guys for worrying, you know. But I did make it at like 1 o'clock in the morning last night because I have been so busy this week that I wasn't able to do the promos or anything. I had guests over and that was like the priority. So as it should be, but we're here. I'm here, and I've got my jumbo coffee ready. That's my new cup. Loving it, and whoa, it is full. Nice and hot. Nice and hot. So let us. Where are you, Mr. Hello.
Hello. Holy crap. Is that a bucket of coffee?
That was a bucket of coffee, right? I love it. It's my new cup. I have to use 2 hands, though. Look at how big that. It's almost as big as my head.
That's a sizable cup of coffee. That's great.
Yeah, it is. I'll have to run. We probably won't be going over an hour on this one if I drink that whole thing. So let's see who we've got in the chatola today, this morning. I think it's slowly growing. It's a Friday, school's last day of school for my daughter. We made it through another year.
Yep.
She did very well. I'm so proud of her. She missed top 10% by one.
Oh.
She came in 43rd out of 420, and that cutoff was 42. So, but that's okay. She's just a sophomore. So if she keeps going, she's got room to build, and I'm so proud of her.
She's got all summer to take out all the competition, and
yeah, I go, you have plenty of time to get that number one spot. And she's like, Mom. I go, no pressure. But yeah, so another school year gone. On comes the summer. It's going to be a hot summer here. I can just tell.
Yep.
Air conditioners going full force, and yeah, it's hot. It's hot out there. Here in the Southwest, it's already hot.
We've been going through a lot of weird stuff up where I'm at, where it'll be 90 one day and then 70 the next. It's weird.
Well, Arizona had gotten a bunch of rain, some early monsoon, and I was hoping that would come, cool us down, and because the desert, you need rain. Okay. We flood all the time because the ground can't hold that water, but I could see the clouds all the way around us, but it never came to El Paso. So it did dump, but unfortunately not anything here. It kind of sprinkled just enough to make your car dirty and get you pissed off. That's,
make everything really humid. Yeah.
Yeah. And, so it is what it is, but it's gonna be a hot one. Get your fans ready. Make sure air conditioners are working. Mr. Uncle Bones, you got everything squared away, I hope. So look, I got my first Bigfoot Times.
Bigfoot Times.
News article. What do they call this? Newsletter. Yeah. But I'm so excited. I haven't even read it yet. And that's from Daniel Perez out of Washington, or is he in San Francisco? Where is he out of? You guys know who I'm talking about. But anyway, I did sign up. It's like $20 a year. So get in on some of the news stuff out there. Just more stuff for me to talk about, right? I'm happy. I got it. I was worried because I paid for it several weeks ago and it hadn't come in yet. But good morning, Jen. Grasshopper. I said hi to Uncle Bones, and there's Donald Fuller sending me some funny stuff. Cindy Finn, good morning. There was something I wanted to tell Cindy, and now I can't. I'm getting old, Enzo. I can't remember from one day to the next. I have notes all over the place. That's bad.
Nothing wrong with getting old. It beats the alternative, which is, well, death. But it's
yeah, for sure. Finding the trackway. Good to see you, trackway. I said Cindy. Well, good morning, everybody. I hope you all have your coffee. And what else did I want to show? Oh, I purchased China spyware.
What? They usually give that away for free.
I'm just a little bit addicted to TikTok. Okay. People, don't have TikTok because it's China owned, blah, blah, blah. We covered that. Remember when we covered all that TikTok stuff?
There's actually been advancements on that. You can't have it in Montana anymore. Oh
yeah, that's right. They're trying to fight it though. I know they're trying to fight it. It was I see you, Cindy. So I also got onto that site called Temu. I don't know if anybody has heard of that. It's kind of like Wish. Have you heard of that Wish?
Oh,
Like an
okay.
Amazon, and then you have Wish, which you buy stuff. It's never the right size. It takes 6 weeks to
No.
get your crap. It's a real crappy site. And but there's a new one called Temu, which even cheaper prices. And it's out of China too, or wherever. I don't know. And my daughter and I were like, okay, we're gonna get ripped off. I'm gonna put my credit card in there and I'm gonna be broke. Okay. But I had a little gift certificate, or what do you call it? A gift card, Visa gift card that we used to do trial, to do a trial on
Mhm.
it. And all the little goodies, $20. That's all we, spent on a bunch of little gizmos we don't need. And it came in really fast, faster than Wish ever did. And everything was exactly what it said it was.
Wow.
Little holders for cables and little goody stuff. It's not major things there. But on one of my go-arounds, I purchased this little gizmo here. Okay. Can you see
What
that?
what is
It's
that?
got 3 little buttons and it fits on your hand like this. It's for really lazy people. Okay. Because now I can watch TikTok. I can put this on like this. And I could probably even show you guys what this does, because I think it's awesome. My daughter thinks I'm silly. So I gotta get to. God. We need to turn the audio down. Let me see if it's.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you heard that.
They must have seen your coffee cup.
Okay. So I'm gonna have to angle it a little bit. With this little thing, I can now just leave this on the table and I can scroll without being near it.
None of those annoying fingerprints on the screen ever again.
I can scroll. I'm holding it the wrong way. And not only that, but I can like something too. Without having to touch the screen. And volume control. And then if I use my camera, it can be used as a remote to click the button as a camera. It's my new little joy. And I bought it for like $3. $3. I'm serious. And it's the best little $3 I've ever spent. Last night I had it on the counter and I'm in bed just click, click, click. Until I fell asleep. Oh my God. I'm bad. That was bad.
That's an addiction. That's a problem.
Yeah.
But
now I know that works. It's like all these other little things. I'm like, oh, I wonder if that works.
Like Sweet Gypsy Roads.
Wood burning. Yeah. I'm like, keep me away. It's not payday yet. And then with the whole freaking federal government thing, I don't even know if we're going to get a paycheck on June 1st. Because, we're federal, and federal.
Yep. I went through that a few
retirement,
times. Yeah.
Disability, retirement, and he's a contractor for the federal government. So we're, screwed.
I hear you.
If they don't figure it out before June 1st, we are.
Typically what happens is there's doom and gloom right up into the last possible day, and then that afternoon they're like, oh, we reached a conclusion, we reached a bargain, all sides agree, we will not be the government will not be closed tomorrow, kind of thing. Although there was one time where they did go close. Yeah.
I remember that. Do you remember? It was in when was that? In the 2007 or 8?
It was somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there. That happened, and we did not receive a paycheck. And it was shitty because we set all of our crap to auto payment. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a mess for us for a good 2 or 3 weeks until it did get situated, and you get paid, you get retro paid, but doesn't matter. Other people want their money, and they just took it right out of our account when there was no money there.
Yep.
So I'm afraid. And it makes me shy, feel a little bit of anxiety about that whole situation. But hopefully you're right. It's just going to take it to the end.
Well, I know it's not an easy thing to say or even do, but you should, especially if you have auto pay and things like that. And if, like in this instance where you're working for the government, where there may be sticking points on certain times of the year where you may not get that paycheck on time.
Yeah.
Like you said, you do get paid, retroactively once they do figure it all out.
Right.
But they may miss a paycheck or so. And you should have a little extra money in your checking account to kind of cover at least a month's worth of your bills for that specific
we
reason.
do.
Right there.
We have enough for a month about, but it's scary. It's scary to do all that, it's just to take it to the end there. Anyway, but we'll see. Hopefully everything works out, and a little give here and a little give there, to make it happen, because it hasn't happened in a really long time.
Right.
What were they saying? Was it like in the 70s that happened, that they didn't meet it? I think there was.
There's been, I remember while I was in the Air Force, it was probably 3 different times during my 24 years where this exact thing happened. Only once did it actually go past that point where they're shutting down national parks and things like that. Where nobody was allowed into them and things like that. And I remember they shut down a bunch of like the memorials and stuff in Washington, D.C. during that one instance. And one of them was the World War II memorial, which a whole busload of veterans showed up there. And they're like, Omaha Beach wasn't closed. It was closed too when we got there. And he just pushed the stuff down and walked in.
Oh, man. Ouch. I don't think I quite paid attention, but now that I'm older, you realize, what could happen, and everybody's just a couple of paychecks away from a whole life change. So, yeah, it's kind of scary. But anyway, hello, Joe. Good to see you. Good to see you in the chat. And this morning, oh, well, I was going to say I wasn't going to have a show on Sunday, but then I decided I am going to have a show, but it's going to be another fun show. We haven't had a trivia night in like 6 shows. I've done 6 shows in a row. So it's time. I need a break from the studying and reading and stuff. So it's just going to be trivia night on Sunday. Should be fun. Just a light show for that day.
And for a lot of people, it's a long weekend, so they can, stay up and maybe have a refreshing beverage while watching.
Yeah. Did you see that my promo has a Sasquatch drinking? One of them's drinking.
Actually, Amazon has a bunch of Hawaiian style shirts. I'm wearing a bowling shirt today, retro bowling shirt, but that have a lot of Bigfoot with like surfboards and chugging beers and carrying kegs on their shoulder and a bunch of stuff like that.
It's getting bigger. The whole merchandising thing it's getting out there. It's cool though. It's fine. But I'm going to be calling trivia night at the Bigfoot Lodge. So that's going to be the new thing. Every 5 or 6 shows we'll take a break and do fun stuff, not that's so good. Serious. Not so serious, Nikki. But talking about that shirt you have on, I was showing Enzo that I had purchased my husband for tomorrow's our 23rd wedding anniversary. So I had gotten him this shirt that you've been seeing on which way? This way. It's a big old right there, holding a beer, rooster, a cock. He is kicking barbecue shirt.
Kung Pao cock.
Yeah. So don't worry, guys. He never watches my shows, so he'll
It'll still be a surprise to him.
He'll still be surprised.
I don't know. I guess I could show my shirt too.
Oh yeah, show yours.
Of course, I will not be here next week. I'm going on a road trip next week to Southern California to the Contact in the Desert event, which is basically Woodstock for UFO people. It's where all the personalities and all the weird tchotchkes and stuff. And I found this shirt. Look at this, which has little spaceship stuff.
I love it.
Got a cat riding a rocket on there, little swirlies and stuff. Just something silly to horrify the bystanders there as I walk around with that.
I love it. I love the cat added in there. The 70s retro, those cats.
Cat
I
from
love
outer
those.
space.
Yeah, I love it.
A Disney classic.
It is cool. So, okay, today, now halfway through the show, we could talk about, I got, let's do this. Drone captures. Okay. And some of these are not drone captures. I'm telling you that it is created. It is AI. It is Photoshop. It is ridiculous. Okay, ridiculous. Absolutely. And Piper says, you so cool, Enzo. So
is this what you look at when you're using your new hand device?
Yeah, I look at this stuff. Oh, that one, send it to myself so that I can find it later. Oh, actually,
for favorite again?
It does only work on TikTok so far. That's the only one I've seen to see that it works. So, but that's what I bought it for. So I'm okay. Okay, here we go. So here's the first one. I'm not gonna put the sound on there, but this is Siberia from.
that's what we're looking at. I needed the arrow.
Yeah, you needed that arrow. Do you think it's
backpacking
people,
Silurians?
Or do you think
it's lizard people?
You wanted proof of the lizard people.
That's real too. Yeah, that's not exactly what I was. It's sort of like part alien from the Aliens movies, like with a backpack on, and I don't know what this would be that they would capture this on a drone, unless you're gonna go down the rabbit hole of like the Silurians and stuff like that. That's one of those weird.
See, you know all those names. I don't know all the names.
Well, the Silurians is basically not all the dinosaurs got wiped out, and this is what they evolved into. Is
wow,
these kind of sleestacky kind of creatures that walk around and harass us poor, mammals.
Right. Well, at first I didn't know if it was just suits, people in suits, or if it was AI or Photoshop or whatever it is.
I would think I'd have to study it a little closer, probably, to see if it's I mean, they're not in step. Well, I'll give them that if it's totally fake, but it's which if that was the case, I'd be like, yeah, they just clone the same thing and it's just fakety fake. But if you were to match up like how they walk, if it looks like it's sort of the same for both of them, you could probably say that's for sure CGI. But my initial guess would be
probably CGI.
Yeah.
On this, Anyway. Here's the next one. This was a merman supposedly on the side of that little canal thing.
So Poland doesn't have an ocean port, does it?
I don't know.
So this was in a lake?
I think it's part of a movie scene that we're missing, that I don't know about. Does anybody know about the merman that was pulled out? This was a while ago. I know I've seen it for years, but I never did go back and, check on it. Or I'm sure if you put this into Snoops or whatever, it'll come back as a movie or something. I didn't check up on any of these.
Catch of the day. Yeah.
Yeah. But that is a big old fluke.
Yeah.
But why are they all dressed like, radioactive or whatever? I don't know.
You don't know where that merman's been.
Cindy says, did you see my Facebook post about a gator in someone's yard in another city about 40 miles away? No. Oh, maybe I did. I think I did. Lounge lizards. Wait, what? Oh, I missed that one. It's up here. It jumped on me. Lounge lizards caught on video. Film at 11.
There you go.
That's funny. Aquaman accidentally swims. Why is the chat doing that to me? It's like swims into Chernobyl.
It could. The acting is similar to Jason Momoa, so it could be true.
That's funny. Okay. Okay, next. Okay. Oompa. That was a good oompa. I should have put an Oompa Loompa on there.
Ocean on fire.
This is the ocean on fire. Correct.
This is why you don't throw Taco Bell into the ocean. The mermen eat it, and this is what's going to happen.
It has to go somewhere, right? I guess it took them over a week or something to get that fire put out in the Gulf of Mexico. Because they had to go down and actually pinch off that oil that was coming out.
Yeah. How does that even start? I mean, that's like...
How does it ignite, right? Underwater.
What the hell is that?
I don't know. What? Oh, you ready for the next one? Okay, we're going to move on. What is it? Is it a UFO drone?
It's
a balloon.
Whoop, look out. I would guess a balloon.
And then the narrator says it has tentacles. They're calling it an octopus in the sky.
It's a string. Actually, there are spiders that make a similar looking thing, and that's how they get around.
But I mean, that's just a balloon. That one. Blue Fire Volcano. Have you heard of that? The Blue Fire Volcano.
Indonesia. I would assume that's natural gas.
Yes, it is. Can you imagine the smell there? Because it's sulfur.
Oh, yeah. Volcanoes, areas like that, like Yellowstone and all that, like the whole valley there in Yellowstone smells like a rotten egg. Share is falling.
It is a very... I mean, well, that's the color of gas coming out,
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Propane and propane accessories.
Oh, it's still that one.
Okay. Wow, that looks amazing. That's got to be... What? Somebody had the shields up.
Yeah, right? But both sides are completely decimated.
All the way around it. All the trees are flat.
How does that happen? Well, they're probably saying a miracle.
Tornadoes are so weird because they'll do exactly that. They'll completely level a house all the way, rip the whole thing off of the foundation and just disintegrate it into toothpicks. But the house right next to it is perfectly fine. Plenty of story, like they'll have those hanging plants like on your front porch kind of things where those things don't even move, but the house right next door is disintegrated.
Yikes. I know. Look at the house on the other up the corner up there, not touched. The grass is still intact. Car in the front. Wow. There is missing. I mean, we don't know how much damage really happened in there, but it's definitely going to need a new roof. You can see a lot of the.
Yeah, I see a line of shingles ripped off there on that one edge.
So,
and who knows how many limbs went all the way through a wall. That
right.
Too.
But they have their stuff, that material stuff that really doesn't mean a whole lot to you when you have your life. But in this case, they've got their stuff. It's, they may have to, what do you call it when the house may be totaled. They have to get out of there, but they have their stuff inside to start over instead of completely from zero.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
It almost looks like a fire. It's still going.
It's like localized to that one place. Great white.
Okay. I saw this. This is like, this is the reason why I don't go into the ocean. No.
Those beaches will be open on the 4th of July.
I need a bigger boat. Oh, where's my bigger boat? See, I never have it ready when it's time.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Yeah, a lot of because a lot of places like this where they have had shark attacks, and they even have like the big shark spotting towers in some places where they can look out there, have started using drones because you can look straight down into the water. Like those people splash around, they have no idea that thing's underneath it.
Yeah. This is his. Okay. The next one. Have you been in the ocean and had anything swim by you?
Sort of. I was in Diego Garcia, which is this tiny little island, like 7 degrees below the equator, out in the middle of the Indian Ocean. There's nothing anywhere nearby, and they had this big lagoon kind of thing in the interior part of the island, and I was splashing around in there, and there's a few reef sharks and stuff like that out there.
Yeah,
it was basically like jumping into an aquarium, because it's like there's a little manta rays going by, and saw a couple of blacktip sharks, and they're kind of territorial, so if you see one, you just swim the other way and you're fine. But there's a tiny little moray eel hanging out, like being angry as I was swimming by this one little reef area. It's like, okay, little guy, it's all yours.
No, thank you. No, thank you. This is the rotating ice circle.
Wow, look at that.
And I know there has been natural ones, but more than not, they make them. They sit there and cut around and around and around.
Yeah, they'll cut in there, and
yeah,
because you get the current that goes through there, and then you
look at the dog.
It's always fun. I used to when I lived in upstate New York growing up. All the local lakes would freeze over, of course, in the winter, and people would drive their trucks out there and go ice fishing. And there was always somebody that would wait till too late in the year when it's starting to break up, that they drive out there on the ice and their truck and everything in it goes down to the bottom of the lake.
Oh my goodness. Ice road truckers.
Yeah.
That's scary. I couldn't even watch that because I was like high anxiety that it was gonna go right in. But I know they play it up, they play up, then they add the little cracking sounds and stuff.
Right. Oh, it does. Like if you're on a frozen lake, like I used to, when I was a kid, we used to go up to Lake George, New York, and go ice fishing. And you'd drive out the ice was literally almost 3 feet thick that you had to drill a hole down through and then hope that your fish you caught was not wider than the little hole that you drilled into the ice. But while you're out there, the whole ice sheet will shift sometimes on the lake, and you'll just hear it. It's this weird kind of like, it almost sounded like this high pitch, like somebody was hitting a metal pan or something, just dink. And but you hear it's really loud, and if it happens, it all, and every ice fisherman has a story. It's like, man, I was under that one time, and I heard it bang, and the crack went right between my feet. It's like, oh, shut up. Did not.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody has that story.
Jeez.
What is this?
Hypnotizing herd of sheep.
Oh, that's sheep.
Oh, okay. These are sheep too. I was all confused for a second.
Like, wow, they're really fast.
Those dogs are amazing. Those Australian Shepherds. Oh my God. They're so smart.
And you can teach them to mess with the sheep too, because the sheep will do whatever they train the dog to do to herd them around. And there's a video that you can find it yourself on YouTube where they basically put little like lights on all the sheep, and they put on different sheep, like different colored, like little lights, and they filmed it at night. So it looks like a giant Pong game where the dogs chase the group like it's the ball. And then they have like a paddle on the one side. And it's like,
what? Oh my God. I never heard of that. Now I've got to look it up.
I can look it up if you like.
That is cool. They have a lot of time on their hands if they're doing that.
Yeah. Lonely sheep herders out there. It's like, hey, let's make a Pong game.
Hey, let's put some lights on these suckers. How did that conversation start? That's what I want to know. Okay, the next one, skeleton of Staten Island. Skeletons of Staten Island.
Skeletons. Meaning the ships, meaning the skeletons?
Yeah, they're just discarded right there. Wow. Yeah. I didn't know that existed like that. The water looks really nasty too. Whoa. I can't hear you, Enzo.
Sorry, I wasn't saying anything. I was looking up that thing here.
Oh, okay. I have to be on the other tab, so I can't see.
Oh.
I'm like, is he talking to me? Yeah.
I shared the tab down below if you want to show that, or we can wait till later. Okay. Whatever you would like to do.
Okay. We'll watch that in a little sec. So, ouch.
That's crazy. That's school of fish.
Whoa. That's a lot of fish. Ooh, look, you can see things eating them.
Long Island.
Something's in there attacking them. So it's sharks.
Oh, there you go.
That's really crazy. It almost looks like, you know how when you have that magnetic sand stuff,
yeah,
and you use that little magnet to push stuff around. That's what it reminds me of.
Thousands of ducks.
That is
wow. If there was audio here, it would just like
Imagine how noisy that would be. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of duck poop.
Khaki Campbell ducks. Yeah, it's funny how, and of course, just like fish, just like birds do this. There's probably a video in here somewhere of starlings and their murmurations. That's what it's called. Have you ever seen starlings when they group together like fish and stuff like that? It's called a murmuration, and those things will stretch out for miles. But they all do it for protection.
I was fortunate enough that when I lived in LA, I used to work in Hacienda Heights, La Puente area. And every night at the same time, the starlings would come out and do that right outside where I worked. And it was just, a bunch of us would sneak away and go out there to watch. Every night we would go out there to watch. And unfortunately, you do not want to be underneath one of those.
No, that is a bad place to be.
Yeah. And it's because a couple of times it got kind of close and you could see the evidence. It's, because there's so many of them. And it's kind of gross. Yes. We were like, close your mouth, everybody. Nobody open your mouth. We were just worried about it falling directly into your mouth, But it was kind of cool to see that because that was the first time I had seen it up close and personal. So this next one says sinking ship. It's
of course you can tell by looking at it they've cleaned this ship up where this is now an artificial reef for wildlife to live in and around. The natural corals will eventually take it over and all of that. So they, it's intentionally sunk out there to add for the protection of wildlife and things like that.
Yeah, that I've seen that happen. Seen many articles and stuff about them doing that. I think it's a good idea. I mean,
it is.
They clean it up, take the oil out of what they can. I'm sure.
That's what you do instead of letting it turn into that skeleton video that we saw earlier with just rotten out ships. What is this?
Looks 6 kilometer. It's just a lava going to the ocean.
Wow. Where is this? Iceland, probably?
It did not say.
Trees like that.
Unless I missed it. But that one looks like bloody. Doesn't look.
Yeah, lava is very dark colored like that. Army of bats.
Oh, look, they're doing the murmur. The murmuration.
Too. I've never seen bats do that. That's
swarm. That just looks like a swarm. Look at it.
Wonder where that is. Yeesh.
Right there, Thailand.
Oh, Thailand, yeah.
Ooh, they're coming all out of that one little hole.
Pouring out of there by the tens of thousands.
Oh, the person who lives right there. It's got to have a lot of bat poop.
Bad bat guano all over.
Yeah,
but I bet they have zero insects though, because that's generally what they eat.
Yep. Ooh, what's that? Blood River. Red. It's probably the minerals, right? Turn that water like that.
That or maybe some type of algae upstream from there that
Crystallis.
Because there's spots in Antarctica where it looks like the snow is bleeding, and it's same thing. Once it gets exposed to oxygen, it turns bright red. Amazon tribes. You got to have that famous picture where the guy's trying to shoot an arrow at.
Oh yeah.
And they're all just mesmerized because they've never seen anything like that. These are like never.
Oh, she has her war paint on and everything.
Oh, there's a guy with a spear. He was getting it ready.
Oh, did you see him? Yeah, I saw him. What is it?
Well,
Is that
for them, this is like a UFO site.
Yeah, that's true. That's pretty close.
Ukrainian ghost.
Wow, just devastation.
Mm.
Did I put the garbage out? Yeah, I did. I can hear the garbage truck.
Okay, it's like this video
It's
reminded
Friday.
you of that. What?
Garbage day. No, I just heard the garbage man. Ooh,
Yeah.
wow.
Creepy.
Yeah, if you were like stuck in the desert and you're walking and you get the mirage thing going on, that would definitely trip you out.
It's just like a quarter way around the world where like the statues at Easter Island are at. So it's like one big person just sticking.
Yeah. Dang. It's kind of cool.
I wonder what it looked like before he started.
Yeah, I bet you it kind of was similar. And they went, oh, it looks kind of like a hand. Let's make it a hand.
Huh. Interesting.
Submerged church. Mm. Whoa.
Looks old too.
Yeah, it does. Ooh, paddling out there. Hassan? Did it say Hassan? 1860? Whoa. Dubois? Something Dubois. Okay, they're showing this one a lot. Keep going. Moving on. Moving along. Oh, yeah.
Egyptian cat.
It's
like the Peru, yeah. Peru, of course, is where they have
Nazca.
all the Nazca lines.
Yeah.
They've got thousands of different creatures written out on the plains there.
Yeah. I like the monkey one.
Some were just weird designs like that.
Now that one right there, do you call that the alien one?
I don't, but it could be anything. But
the hummingbird piled up boats.
Must have been a tsunami or something. Oh, tornado.
Yeah, something. Hurricane.
Yeah.
Hurricane Ian.
There you go.
Dang. Millions of dollars in
Just
boats.
Piled up like cordwood.
Look at that. Pushed them right all up. Oh, there goes the roof. Oh my goodness. Oh, gone, everything.
Yeah, crazy winds and stuff like that are just amazing, the stuff that they can do. Because there was a tornado that hit the base that I got stationed to here in Kansas like a couple of years before I got here. So there were still a lot of people that were here telling stories about when the tornado ripped through. And one guy, Iceland, yeah. There's a couple of live cams out there, some of the volcanoes in Iceland where you can sit and watch this kind of stuff all the time. It's pretty amazing. But one guy that was here,
that drone camera is too close.
Yeah, it's gonna get blasted.
Melted.
But one guy that was here when the tornado went through, the sirens, of course, stuff go all off and all that. So they go down in their basement. He lived in base housing. They all have basements there. They're just bare, concrete. It's basically just for storage or, whatever. And they go down, they wait till, sounds like a freight train, all the same tropes you hear about tornadoes. And after it was calm for a while, of course, there was no power. Power lines all got ripped up. He goes out and he's surveying the damage. And a few days later is when all the insurance adjusters came around, so you could tell, what your damages were and what are you claiming, all that stuff. And he had a pickup truck with just the regular single cab type pickup truck with one of those camper shell things on the back, a topper, not actual camper truck, but so after it was all over, they come out and they're walking around outside. Everything, even with the hood of his truck and up, was gone off of his truck. The camper top thing was gone. The whole, like, from the, like I said, so everything, all the windshield, the side, the corner posts, or the roof part, gone. Just like somebody went out there with a sawzall, just hacked it all off. And it wasn't like it was just like laying over there. It was gone.
It was gone. Oh.
They kind of walked around the neighborhood and talking to all their neighbors and stuff, and they never saw it again, any of that stuff. And the insurance but it was still sitting, the truck was still sitting in the exact same spot, and the rest of it looked pristine. It looked just like it always did, except for the hood had like these 3 big grooves with like a white powder in the grooves. Other than that, it was perfectly fine. When the insurance adjuster came around, he was looking at it, he's like, this is weird. And he's like messing with that powder. He's like, you know what I think happened? And this is just a guess, but he thinks that like a tri-hulled boat flew through the air, hit on the hood, and just disintegrated everything above the hood and ripped it all off and all of it. Never found the topper to the truck, never found the roof of the truck, never found this mystery boat or any of that other stuff, but just shaved it off even.
Oh my
Crazy
goodness.
stuff.
That just... Yeah. I mean, but during that type of tornado, hurricanes, the smallest shrapnel could decapitate you, the smallest thing.
When you first get to the base, they give you like this safety briefing when you're in processing the base. And of course they bring up the tornadoes because it was still fresh on their, only a couple of years before when I got here. And they had a picture of on base, or it was either on the base or somewhere near off base, but it was a regular plastic McDonald's straw halfway embedded into a telephone pole. That's how high the winds had gotten, where it threw a plastic McDonald's straw halfway buried into a telephone pole. It's bananas.
My goodness. That's crazy. This is
Is that LA?
Oh, it's those shade balls.
Yeah, I've seen those. We actually looked into getting some of those for the base to keep ducks and geese from landing on some of our ponds.
Oh. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. I know it has it's also supposed to help with evaporation, right?
Yeah. Basically, it keeps the direct sun off of the water itself. So.
Oh, jellyfish swarm?
Yeah,
man. Oh my goodness, it is far, far, far. Are those little man of wars?
There's somebody out in their boat's like, hey, I'll bet you $10 you don't swim out 20 feet and come back. Something stupid like that.
I know there's some you can swim with, but I think the majority you can't.
Yeah, this would be a bad idea.
Yeah. Oh, garbage. Garbage everywhere.
Flock of birds flying. What? Canada, U.S. border.
U.S.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Whoa, does look kind of crazy. Whoa.
Yeah, this look like might be snow geese.
I think so.
And because snow geese are like mostly white, except for a little bit of black on their wingtips. And this kind of thing where they're flying this low, they're just hopping from one lake to another.
What is that?
Right here.
Those are rocks?
Oh, yeah.
What the heck?
Looks like that finger.
They look like old submarines or something stuck in
Me
there.
too, kind of. But you see people walking around on it. Those are giant.
Just odd shaped weather.
Well,
thing.
yeah. Over basically, I don't know what that's made of, but it's a harder rock basically than all the other surrounding rocks. So all the rest of the stuff got stripped away over millions of years from erosion, from water and wind, and those are the tougher rocks. So they stayed. Those are all drones making these shapes.
Yeah, these drone shows I think are amazing. I got to see one of these inside an arena for Metallica. They had a drone show on top of them playing. It was amazing doing stuff like this.
Yeah, that's just incredible.
Ice house.
I've seen my car that looked like that. We get ice storms pretty bad here in the wintertime sometimes.
Oh, no. No, thank you. Nope.
And that's, you're on the windward side. That's what it looks like.
Oh, really? Ah, no.
Yeah, this is way worse, though, than what I've seen around here, because this is right on the oceans where you've already got so much water in the air flying around already.
How do you crack that off? Can you just hit it and it falls? Or
it's one of those things where you open the front door and it's just a perfect imprint of your door. You have to kind of try and poke through.
Yeah. So anyway, that's pretty much that.
Some was really great.
Yeah, it was interesting. I was like, "Ooh, okay." I mean, the first one is not real drone. You know, I think that alien stuff was all created.
Yeah, that was probably crap. But I have the what Welshmen do when they're bored video. The whole thing's 3 minutes. I've skipped it ahead to the part where you can see what they're doing if you want here.
Okay, go for it.
There's the sheep. They're all wiring them up with these lights.
Oh, they're big light. It's a whole a carpet of lights on each of them. I was thinking one little glow thing.
Oh no, they went all out for this. And here in a second they'll pan out where you see. And this is just the dogs, forcing them to run around in this pattern. Just by whistling at him.
Hey, he won. That is crazy.
There are two in front of you and move those to the right. Let's go on there. This one here. Everybody stop there. Don't move.
Is he making a picture?
Start on the next page. Yes, that's better. That's good. That's good.
You're making a mosaic, I think. Because they've got different colors in there, so different shades.
Oh my God, it's the Mona Lisa. You have got to be kidding me. Oh my God.
Away! Just get away! Just get away! That's it.
That is the best thing I've seen. But you should that music, I'm probably going to get hit on for that music in the background.
Yeah, that's true. And that's kind of the end of it anyways. But
yeah. Wow. That is cool.
There you go. That's called What Welshmen Do When They're Bored on YouTube. If you want to go check that out for yourself.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, that is a lot of time they had on their hands to do that.
You've got to be really bored to go to that kind of length.
Imagine how long to make that Mona Lisa picture. Oh,
yeah.
They really sat there and.
That's a lot of thought went into that one.
Yeah. Well, and why that picture? I would have just thought something simple like a smiley face would have been awesome, right? Oh my goodness. Well, You're going to have a great time. Stay safe on your travels across.
Thank you very much.
Across to the western side.
That's right. Traveling the great American Southwest, going from Kansas to Albuquerque, spending the night, and then into Southern California.
Yeah. So tonight, guys, we are having movie night. Don't forget, it's Sasquatch, The Legend of Bigfoot, the 1977 version. So I hope you all come and bring your popcorn and your drink of choice. I think I'm going to actually have some Moscato that my husband bought me. So
sweet wine.
I'll be there. And there will be the Sunday show, of course, trivia night. That'll be fun. Hope y'all can be there or be square, right? As I always say. So, hey guys, have a great Friday. Summer's here. Don't forget to hit that like down right there, right now. Hit it. Ding, ding, ding. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you want us to talk about. Okay? And we shall see you guys in the next chat. Love ya.
It's a good day.